A Ugandan woman dies in Saudi Arabia. Her family gets a one-page report saying natural causes. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover the shocking messages she sent home, the pressure to sign away an investigation, and what this means for thousands of East African migrant workers. Meet Fauza Musubika, a 31-year-old from Mpungwe village in Jinja district, a housemaid with dreams. On December 17, 2025, she left Uganda for Saudi Arabia, recruited by Peak Labor Giants Limited. For weeks, she sent messages home, messages complaining of mistreatment by her employers, messages about great pain and serious illness. Then on January 28, 2026, she was dead. Her body arrived back in Entebbe on February 14, 2026. Her cousins, Idi Yasin and Amin Mugamba, were there to receive her. But here's the twist that will make your blood boil. The official postmortem report from Saudi Arabia was just one page, and it stated she died of natural causes. Mugamba was stunned. He says it was contradicting the complaints of mistreatment, great pain, and serious illness she had been telling us about. He asked a simple question. Couldn't they at least indicate a specific cause of death, like maybe malaria? But that's not the most shocking part. Here's what happened next. When the family raised concerns, a representative from Peak Giants insisted the procedure was fine. And then they pressured Idi Yasin, the registered next of kin, to sign a document confirming the family's acceptance of the Saudi postmortem report. Yasin says he was coerced. He had already planned for an independent autopsy at Mulego National Referral Hospital, but he was told to sign. This is the escalation: one woman's death, a vague report. The company allegedly shutting down questions. But here's the bigger picture that affects thousands. This isn't an isolated case. East African migrant workers, especially women hired as domestic help, often travel under complex recruitment systems. Their stories sometimes end in tragedy with little accountability. The family has now given statements to Ugandan police detectives. They want a real investigation. They want to know what those final messages about mistreatment really meant. They want to know why their sister, who left healthy, came back in a coffin labeled natural causes. Some might say it's a private tragedy, but others see a systemic failure. A failure of oversight for recruitment agencies, a failure of transparent processes when citizens die abroad. The tension is clear. A family's grief versus a foreign report, their demand for truth versus an apparent rush to close the case. So, what happens now? Will Ugandan authorities push for answers from Saudi officials? Will Peak Labor Giants explain the pressure to sign? And most importantly, will Fauza Musubika get the justice her family is fighting for? Her story is a stark reminder. For every worker seeking opportunity overseas, there is a family left waiting, hoping, and sometimes fighting for the truth. Do you think international worker protections are strong enough? Should recruitment agencies be held more accountable when things go wrong? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more stories that cross borders and demand answers.